everyone, Autistic Ange back for another Pots Walk. This is very weird, recording myself. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm sure as I do more of these, I'll figure some stuff out and make it, better viewing or whatever. I thought about holding my camera at a horizontal angle because I saw you're supposed to do that, but then it looks like I'm looking at nobody, so I don't know. This shit's weird, walking and talking. But anyways, as you can probably hear, it's pretty loud out here today. I'm further along the Erie Canalway again. This is a similar section. No, I did this one yesterday, but I parked different so that I could go further in, so I could see what else is down there. But anyways, this episode, I thought I would just keep it simple and talk about the stuff that I bring with me that helps me. Also acknowledging that sweat. I am an excessive sweater, and I learned that that's part of POTS. It's also a condition on its own. I think it's called hypochondriasis or something, but I've always been an excessive sweater. I'm not even 15 minutes in to my walk and I'm sweating, and it's only 74 out here. No sun, pretty cloudy, so just something I have to deal with. But anyways, let's start with what's inside my backpack. So I guess you could call this like a hiking backpack. It's got gears and things and stuff that's helpful. We don't have like tons of money right now, so I stole this from my wife. She let me have it, and I use it for my hiking. She got it for free from her job at work. They always give them like cool free shit, so I needed a backpack and she passed this along. So inside, I'm just sharing this in case this is helpful for anybody who wants to start going for walks. I bring with me, and a lot of this is not like the stuff that I carry. Some of this isn't even helpful for POTS. It's just stuff I carry, because you never know. So first up is hand sanitizer. I just have that little spray bottle one. It's only like a few bucks, but I don't like dirty hands. So in case something happens and I need to wash my hands, I need to have sanitizer. So I have that. I have some water, about 3 bottles of water and a Gatorade. One of the waters is regular spring water that's frozen, so it's unthawing as I'm going. And the goal of that water bottle is by the time I get all the way back to my car in a couple hours, I'm going to be so hot and sweaty. Like, when your face just gets so like dirty and sweaty, like your eyes start stinging because like the sweat goes into them. So I just dump the water over into the washcloth and wash my face. My head and my neck instantly cools me off. It's like frozen water on my face. It's great, in case that's helpful. It's hard to walk and talk, or just talk in general. Look at this. This is beautiful. What else do I have I have a first aid kit. Not gonna lie, it's like 3 or 4 years old. I'm sure most of the things in it still work, but I saw my first snake like last week, and they're not really poisonous around here, but I don't want to be caught without anything in case I get bit by a snake. So I have that. I have my wallet inside a Ziploc bag in case it rains. This is not a waterproof backpack, so I want to make sure that's protected. I have a couple of larger Ziploc bags because if it does start raining, I have to put this, which I'll talk about after, into a Ziploc, so because it's not water resistant. What else do I have? I have a bag of like mixed nuts or trail mix. Oh my god, I see somebody up there. Guess this is my first time having a talk while passing a human. Looks like it's a kid fishing, but whatever. I'm sure this will be less awkward. Everybody does this shit all the time. Oh look, Did you see what I pointed to? Hopefully the camera got that. So anyways, what else is in my backpack? A knife. It's a Smith & Wesson. I had it when I was in the military. It's within regulations. It's not like a huge blade, and I keep it in my backpack. Because you never know. Technically, it's for self-defense. I'll get into my weird thoughts in another episode that I have when I'm hiking, but it's, you know, for self-defense, maybe if I see an animal caught in like ferns or something, I don't know, I can like cut it loose. But like, just an FYI, if you somehow get stopped and cops are going through your backpack for whatever reason, they're like, why the fuck you have this knife? Don't say self-defense. That's not going to help you in court. Say it's a tool. I went to school for criminal justice, so I picked up a couple things, but anyways, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but whatever. So I got that. I said I have the nuts in case I need to eat something. Water, yeah, that's about, and then I have like a bug bite thing. Have you guys seen that thing? Where like you put it over a mosquito bite and it's supposed to like suck up the venom somehow, but like where does it go? The sky? I don't know. But I have that. I had to use it the other day. It was like super helpful because I had this big ass thing that was like eating my leg and it didn't look like a regular mosquito and it left a pretty big mark. I put the bug bite thing over it and sucked up the venom and stopped itching. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Car keys, those go in a baggie in case it were to rain. I don't know if those are like waterproof or not, but that was like more of like just a just in case. Hello. So I'm a dork, and I think that's all I have inside my backpack. It's a pretty big backpack, but I try not to put too much in it because I'm not trying to weigh myself down. Okay, and then on the outside, I've attached these because I love to look at birds and like shit in the water, and it's amazing. So all I gotta do is, these are just hooked onto this, which this is for like, you know, like those straw things. Like if you have like one of those camo, you know, we sip water from a backpack. I'm not good at explaining things. So anyways, I don't like to sip things out of straws because I think that's gross. Unless it's like a disposable straw, but then that's not good for the environment, you know. My heavy breathing. Why? Well, my heart's not speeding up. I think this is like anxiety because I don't really feel like I'm legit out of breath. I think this is anxiety. I had to pass somebody. That was weird. Okay, so anyways, I got those. This is my neck fan. So I tried like a simple, I first learned about these maybe like 6 months ago. I was at the dollar store of all places. Sorry about the camera. And I saw like, it was like $5. I was like, a neck fan? Is this a new contraption that I've never heard of before? Because I don't keep up on technology. So I got it. I used it. It helps with menopause and pot symptoms and temperature issues. It was amazing. So I upgraded. I got a $20 one. I don't want to go into like a product review unless, you know, but like it's a neck fan. I don't know if, let's see. Can you hear that? Wind all the way around, not just in the front. So next year during the summer when I get more serious, I'll get the netting that covers my face because I don't like the fucking mosquitoes that are just like, hey, I'm gonna bite you. So the neck fan kind of whooshes them away from my face. So I lucked out with that. But all in all, this is amazing to have. Amazing, because there's no breeze right now. But if there was like beating down sun, I would have had this going. Okay. Well, new area. But sorry, I got distracted. I talked about these yesterday. These are just simple copper. They were only like $9.99. I got them forever ago. I think just at Walgreens. and I use them every day, and my fingers don't get swollen. So that's amazing. My knee brace that I showed yesterday, simple. Can you see it? I have to wear that because I broke my knee when I was a kid, and it just, you know, it acts up every so often. And when I started doing more of this walking, the knee was not having it. And then this is like really addictive. It's true what they say, like you just want to keep going. So I was like, there's no way I'm letting my knee keep me back. So for the first time in my life, I got a knee brace, and it's wonderful. I also have like one of those wraparound ones, like pull up. I don't like them out in nature because they roll down, but like those are also copper, so I wear like one of those around the house to help support my knee when I get home. You might have seen that I don't have the best shoes. These are just DCs. I was wearing different hiking boots that are made more for like winter, and I switched to like my DCs. I have inserts because I have like kind of high arches, so I'm not sitting here recommending like just go on your DCs, but you know, we don't really have, like I said, stuff's expensive, and the inserts don't even make me feel like I'm wearing DCs ever. You know, because DCs are not made for like, you're not really supposed to be hiking and doing stuff like that, unless there's a different kind of DC shoe that does that I don't know about. But for now, these are fine by me. What else is on the outside of me? This. Oh, look at my sweat marks. Delicious. So I don't wear hats that cover my head because the sweat will just pool up, and then whoosh, I know it just drips down. I feel like really hot when I'm wearing like those hats, and I would go do something like this. I would feel like that's like a hot box or something. Heavy breathing. So, and still no people. Magical. This is magical. So this is perfect because I do have to spray the top of my head so I don't get burned from the sun. So I spray it with like the sun spray or whatever the fuck that's called. But I get air up there. This keeps the sun out of my eyes. Collects the sweat. I like it. And I don't have proper hiking clothing. I just wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt and a sports bra. And I think that's all I bring with me. I have bug spray. There's a umbrella right there. And then I have one of those lanyard things. So like if you were gonna go kayaking, you know how like you put your phone in those waterproof like ID things that holds phones and stuff? I bring that with me because when it rains, I don't want the phone to just be exposed like that. So I think that's all I can think of. So that's just what I bring with me. And oh yeah, and obviously my All Trails is on at all times, and I download the maps from there because my sense of direction, if I didn't have All Trails, I wouldn't be out here because I would be lost. I probably would have been dead by now with all the places I've been. Because I want to go back to some of those, and I'll show you some of those spots, not just the Erie Canal Way, because it looks like it's all the same, but you know, it's really not. Look at all this. This is amazing. And it's what, 2-something in the afternoon as I'm recording this. Nobody's out here except some bikers. Uh-oh, I see somebody. Oh, maybe they're a jogger. I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I've passed one person and that was weird. But sorry about the shaky camera, all of the stuff that like I'm not doing right. I'm sorry. These are just my first initial videos. I'll figure things out as I go. So if this was helpful, that'd be great if you could say something about it or not. But ideally, what I would also like are any tips that anybody else has for like managing pot stuff. You know, because like I'm always trying to like better my situation. Oh my God, it's a biker. Not so bad. Okay, I'll stop recording after this because I gotta do this for my anxiety. This is so embarrassing. I shouldn't put this out in the public, but My brain says, nobody's gonna watch this, you're okay. Okay, I could pass 2 people today. I told you don't know what the fuck you're getting with these videos. Yeah, that's right, keep biking, yeah. One day I'm going to get a mountain bike, and these POTS walks are gonna be a bit different, because then I'm gonna be able to go farther. By the way, I totally don't make eye contact with people. I only did with that kid back there because he was the kid. I didn't want to be rude. But like anybody I pass, I just look down at the ground, you know, because I technically have to do that a lot anyways. Oops, because of dyspraxia, you know. But I guess doing all these hikes helps with dyspraxia a lot. Helps train your brain, your body to like, oh, so like I'm not bumping into nearly as many things at home as I used to. But that's a story for another day. Hopefully this was helpful in some way. Okay. Bye.